Boom, you don't know, say it's trends here again. I'm here, say thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching. Please remember to click the like button always. It helps the platform grow. You see it? And with that being said, what am I going to do right now? I'm going to review what I have planned for next week, which is this current week, the last week in September, rolling into October. But good thing next starting October weekend, first weekend, what I'll be doing is I have a 6K portfolio that I'm going to be using to play options, and I'm gonna try to bring that 6K portfolio to 10K. So let's see how fast we can take that 6K to 10K and beyond, you know what I mean? So however, I currently have a few plays in my account. I know I did something kind of because Intel, this is the problem. Intel is the problem. So this week that just ended, I was playing with Intel, you know. I took out a few options on Intel because it keep going upward, and Nvidia bought into it, Amazon, and it's just, but it's being bought off expectation, not off actual like you know, Nvidia got the chips, but Intel on the other hand is building something. It's not yet built, so they are buying an expectation that Intel is going to deliver, so there's nothing yet there. So while everybody's pumping money in the company, what if the company decides, you know what, we face a setback? That shit gonna tank. So I got a put option on Intel, but I have two short-term one and a long-term one. The two short-term one is biting me because they're expiring Friday, and if Intel get no bad news or nothing bad on Intel for this weekend coming, then I'll be left holding the bag for Intel. But yeah, be a good thing going on in the market right now. Right now the market look like say to go up to all-time high. So the question everybody asks, is it the right time to get in the market right now? Well, I would say to anybody who asks me personally, which I am not a financial advisor, you know, I mean, I just say what I believe. Take it to the grain of salt, but I'm not a financial advisor. Is it the right time to invest? That's up to you. I'm not a financial advisor, right? On the other hand, what I can say, I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say on my platform, it's not financial advice. I'm just saying what I believe and how I look at the market, right? And if you're investing, you don't have to say, oh, let's wait until a COVID-19 type of pullback or the market looking type of crash in 2008, one of the biggest pullback, right? And I'd be like, if you're investing, invest in a stock, in whatever you're going to invest in, make sure that it's delivering. You know what I mean? It's not just, oh, it's expected to do something. For example, right now the quantum computing stocks are booming, right? And if you are looking to invest long term, I personally would be like, yo, go over to the quantum computing and put some money in there, and you know what I mean, make sure you get the right one. You know, me personally, for this week, I'm looking to trade some option in the quantum field, right? Sorry about that. In the quantum field, and I'm looking at D-Wave, right? Ticker symbol QBTS. That is a long-term play. My little brother have that played for a while still. You see, from it, they like $1, which is not that's not a long time, because that was only at $1 last year. So if you had gotten into a stock like D-Wave, ticker symbol QBTS right here, that stock run from 90 cents last year in 1 year, and currently the all-time high is like $28, $29. So if you had invested say $1,000 in that stock, you'd be up like 28 grand. Yes sir. Well, no, technically it's currently at $26, so you'd be up 26 grand, right? But it's a long-term stock. So if I talk to my brother right now, he's gonna be like, bro, I'm not selling that stock. I believe that stock can go as far as like $60 the least, excuse me. So quantum computing is for the future, and you have Quantum Computing Inc., which is QUBT. It's also a great play, you know what I mean? I am planning to hold that, well, hold a few contracts on that stock for it to hit $40 within like the next year and a half, which is quite attainable, because within 1 year, even if it decides to slow down for 6-7 months and then pick up, within 1 year that stock also moved from like 90, 80 something cent, and now it's currently hovering around $21, $22, 20, 21, 22, 20, right? So those are plays right there, but those are long-term stock. A lot of person, you could wake up tomorrow and that stock go back down to 17. You invest in it tomorrow morning at 20, and then by the evening it's at 17. That doesn't mean that you're losing. Your portfolio is down. You only lose in the stock market when you sell. A lot of person don't remember that, you know what I mean? But if you want to be a day trader like myself, then if you're buying in the morning and then expect to sell it, make sure you have like a target, a goal. You see. But when you forward with me or come with me along that journey here, because right now I'm serious about my thing. So what I mean, I say come or forward or anything. Anybody who I'm burn up and say why, that or that. You see it? So come on that journey here. You just on along same way. Come on that journey here. You see it? Where we're gonna hit the 25k goal, turn a day trader, and also turn the 6k portfolio into a 10k portfolio before the year end. That's supposed to be attainable, right? And remember to always follow a SMART goal. Whatever target you have set for yourself, make sure it's realistic. Yeah? Make sure it's very timely and realistic. So yeah, just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Alright, so these are the 4 stocks that I'll be looking at mainly for the week. First, we'll start off with QUBT. That's Quantum Computing Inc. Right? I'll be looking to play some option play on that. I love the fluctuation. I love that it has a lot of volume. It has enough volume so you can go in and out. And in regards to fluctuation, it moves between $3 daily. Like it will be 19 to 22, 23 to 90. Like it fluctuates a lot. And with a stock with good fluctuation, that's what I look for as well. So volume trend, and no, I'm doing option play. I like fluctuation, right? So you can see results. What I'm learning to do also in doing my option is getting closer in the money, like buying a stock closer in the money, because it a little bit faster, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's the first play, QBTS. QUBT. I'm also be looking at QBTS. Both quantum plays, D-Wave, you know what I mean? That is like the NVIDIA to the D-Wave, although they have a IONQ. But D-Wave is my second play that I'll be looking to see how much I can maximize our scalp off that stock this week. It also have a lot of fluctuation, and like I said, those are the play that I look for. You know what I mean? Stock will have volume, have trend, and fluctuate as option play. One stock that I'm not looking to option play, but I'm looking to play, will be WWR. You know, and it just came on my radar like 2 weeks ago, but I realized that it has a trend. It trend between high 90s to like $1.20. And if I can pick up within the week, or within the week 1 or 2 times, I can pick it up low $1, like $1.01, $1.02, or 98, 97, and sell it like above $1.10. I'll be like, okay, you know, every little make a muckle, as would I say in a Jamaican term, you know what I mean? So Westwater Resources Inc., that's the stock that I'm looking at to play for my third stock starting Monday. You know, as the week progresses, then you know you're gonna see other play, other opportunity are gonna present itself. And last but not least, I already have 2 play it in my account. I have 3 put per Intel. Ticker symbol INTC, last but not least. So I have to depend that like a Hawkeye. Come me want the pullback. However, outside of me needing that pullback, it is going to pull back. When I'm not a financial advisor, however, it shows that there's a gap up between $27 to like $29 where it need to be filled. So may I expect a pullback sometime. It might not be this month, it might not be next month, but there's gonna be a pullback. You know what I mean? To fill that gap, even if I just a small time, but there should be a pullback. So may I look out for that. That are my perception of the market with INTC, Intel. Not because it backed by Nvidia don't mean that it's gonna be just perfect ascendant. Not no go so to me. But you know, give your 2 cents. Like, oh, this is a new community. You can give your 2 cents in the comments. Tell me what you think. You can look at the graph as well. And if you look at the 2-year graph, the 1-year graph doesn't really show it that well. But if you look at the 2-year graph for INTC, you'll see that gap down and the gap up, and then you see the gap in between both that's not filled, right? So that may I look for. That's what I'm gonna say. I anticipate a pullback. For the remainder of the market, like there are other stocks that's them expensive, I know, so I'm not look for really buying at them. You know what I mean? Like SPY and QQQ work off of the Nasdaq, right? They're expected to go back up, hitting their all-time high next week. Maybe, maybe not. However, they're expected to go back up, but because there's such a it's like it's ordained for the stock to go back up. You know, to get a contract, a call contract is expensive for me at the moment. You know what I mean? So I'll leave that for now and just keep an eye on it and see if there's any opportunity, because every now and then I notice something pop up. But those are the 4 stocks that I'll be playing and paying much mind on this week. First one, QUBT, that's Quantum Computing Inc. Second one, QBTS, that's D-Wave, big up D-Wave. I'm gonna look at brother stock. And the third one is WWR, you know, big up that are the Westwater Resources Inc. And finally Intel. question mark, you see it. And what I was considering doing as well, just to let y'all know who's watching and going to be following me, I am planning to put a shot on Pfizer. For some reason I feel like Pfizer just need to go back at like $10 below, but when I put a shot on Pfizer, I'm not gonna give it a long time. I give it like 6 months, so by next year March. So I'm gonna try to get a contract that's very economical to put on Pfizer tomorrow and just leave it sitting there for like 6 months, right? I think Pfizer deserves to like go down. It come around and give a lot of people, tell people to get injection for COVID-19. Me personally end up get an injection. Somebody even wants to stop the prosper. But so it goes still. You know what I mean? What's another man ascend? When another man ascend, another man descend. So I just live, you know what I mean? So with that being said, please remember to click the link. In fact, click the link. Just make sure you say like the live. Like the video. Use the TikTok. The link, because I click the link in the bio. I mean, I think about TikTok for still the TikTok, so you click the link and boy, go on my YouTube. But this is a YouTube. So you must leave a comment. You see if you just reach and you must say a while ago, comment in the chat, click the link. With a rocket beside it, you know? Yeah, for making no say, we account and go to the moon. So yeah, leave a comment in the chat, share, leave a comment on the video, share the video, and yeah, just building the community bigger, better. Boom.